Right, multiplication strategies. So in fourth grade, we have to be able to multiply numbers one digit by up to 4 digits and 2 digit by 2 digit. So some of you, that is pretty easy for you and you're ready to move on to higher numbers even, so like 3 digit by 3 digit, and you are welcome to practice those as a challenge. But right now we're just going to talk about our essential learning, which is what I mentioned. So the first strategy we're going to talk about is the box method. And remember, we taught you a box method for multiplication and division. So this is a review for the box method for multiplication. So I'm going to use the number sentence 23 times 42. And I'm going to draw my box. It needs to be 4 boxes, remember, because we're going to use the idea of place value to break down these numbers. Okay, so we're using the idea of place value. So I know that this stands for 20 plus 3, and this stands for 40 plus 2. So again, everything is going back to that idea of place value, understanding what each of those digits mean. So I'm going to do the first box right here, and I'm going to take 40 times 20 and get 800. And then I'm going to do the same with this number, 40 times 3 and get 120. Don't forget that those zeros have to show up. Then I'm going to move down here to the 2 and do 2 times 20 and 2 times 3. Then I'm going to take all 4 of those numbers and add them up. And I just combined the 40 and 6 to 46, just made that easy. And my answer would be 966. Okay, so that's box method with 2-digit by 2-digit. If I wanted to do a box method with, say, 3-digit by 1-digit, I might do the number 156 times 7. So I'm gonna draw, this time my box is going to be split up into 3 sections. I have 100 plus 50 plus 6. So all I'm doing is taking my expanded form of 156 and expanding it out, and I'm going to multiply 7 times both of those. Or times all 3 of those, sorry. So we have 700, 350, and 42. So remember in the video I just did before this, using that idea of your basic fact and then tacking on or appending those zeros. So that's why I was able to do those so quickly in my head, because I know my basic facts. Now I'm going to add those 3 numbers together. And I should get 1,092. Okay, so that's the box method strategy. The next strategy that many of you with a higher understanding of multiplication will be able to do is called the standard algorithm. Some of you noticed it as turtle head, where we separated it and we kind of drew that turtle head method. So we're going to try the algorithm method using these same 2 numbers, and we're going to see if we get the same answers. So we're going to see what we come up with. So the first one we're going to try is 23 times 42. I'm gonna draw that turtle head just so that I can separate out my sections. And I'm going to first start with this 2, and I'm gonna multiply each of those numbers by 2. So 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 20 would be 40, so that's 46. Then I am finished with that 2, and I have to put a placeholder 0 here because now I'm moving into the tens section, and so because of that I have to put my placeholder 0 there. And so now I'm going to take this 40 times both of these numbers. So I have 40 times 3, which is 120, and 40 times 20, which is 80 plus 1, or a 10, I should say, would be 920. And then I'm going to add all of these up, and I get 966, which is what I had up here. So that tells me that my answer is correct for that one. Okay, let's try our last one of 156 times 7 using the algorithm. You might have also heard us call this the Y method. The Y method is where you take the bottom digit times each digit above it. So I'm going to first start with 7 times 6, which is 42. 7 times 5, which is 35, plus 4, which is 39. And 7 times 1, which is 7, plus 3, which is 10. And so again, I have the same answer as I did up here. So those are the 2 multiplication strategies that you can use when we are multiplying large numbers: 2-digit by 2-digit numbers and 1-digit by 3, 4, or 2-digit numbers.